Good day, good day, good day, good day. I hope you having a wonderful time. We're gonna be watching a video that is about brain exercises for memory, to improve your memory. Listen, let me tell you something. If you've had a life of doing certain things, and your genetic makeup is not built to handle certain things, then it can mess with your memory. Alright? I know some people, man, who did everything under the sun when it comes to like drugs and different things, and having certain lifestyles that can mess with your memory, and and they still can recall everything under the sun. So with that being said, that's why I say your genetic makeup, baby, because ultimately that's what it's about. But if you are someone who needs help remembering things, or just get better with remembering things, because I have gotten to the point where I do need to write things down, right? I got so much going on up here. It just be so much going on in general. And with my genetic makeup, plus my past, plus even my current, and all of the above, girl, I need some help remembering some things sometimes. So let's get some help, all right? And yeah, we about to get into it, because girl, I know I ain't the only one that can use some help.
Video, I'm going to show you some really cool brain exercises that you can do to help keep your brain strong and young. Check this out.
Just because it's young don't mean you remember better. So don't do that. I don't know why people try to equate, but I get it. Very strong.
Hey guys, it's Ron White. I'm a two-time USA memory champion. I used to hold the record for the fastest to memorize a deck of cards in the United States. And maybe you saw me on the show Brain Games on the National Geographic Channel. In this video, I'm going to show you some really cool brain exercises that I learned from a book called Keep Your Brain Alive by Lawrence K.
I tried to find this. It was, I think I found it on Walmart website, and then when I was going to go get it, it was gone. Must not have needed it.
PhD in Manning Rubin. In this book, Lawrence and Manning talk about a term called neurobics. And neurobics is something when you use all of your senses, smelling, sight, taste, touch, and you use it in new and unexpected ways. And these new and unexpected ways wake up your brain and stimulate brain growth. There's a myth going around right now that if you play brain games and you just do the same game over and over and over again, it's going to improve your brain function and your cognitive ability.
I wouldn't think that would improve anything, because variety is what keeps us at this level for real, if we gonna be honest. That is definitely what keeps us here. Give me 1 second. I need to restart. Alright, so yeah. I didn't forget already what I was talking about. You know what? We're just gonna keep it moving. Matter of fact, hold on. No, let me go back and see what he said. Because
over and over again, it's going to improve your brain.
Okay, there we go. See, sometimes you just need a little assistance. So, yeah, man, I don't think repetition in one way it helps improve you in anything. I think you should try various ways of doing something in order to get more efficient in doing it, and even being able to do it, and improving your time, and improving, like, to me, that's how you expand and how you grow, because you attack different areas and different parts. So I wouldn't think that Yeah. Everybody don't think that way. Everybody not me. But yeah, I wouldn't think that for sure. So this makes sense.
Ability. Neurobics says that is absolutely not true. Instead of doing the same thing over and over again, what you need to do is new and unique things that involve all your senses. For example, here is a neurobic exercise. Get some coins and put them in your pocket. And then reach in your pocket, not being able to see the coins, feel them, feel the edges, feel the texture, the size of them, and try to figure out what coins they are. Are they pennies? Are they nickels? Are they dimes? Are they quarters? This is a neurobic exercise. You're using your senses, your sense of touch, and you're trying to figure out what a coin is. That's a neurobic exercise. It's kind of fun, and see how you do. Another neurobic exercise that's going to challenge your brain is to close your eyes when you walk in your house and walk around your house with your eyes closed, trying to remember where the furniture is.
I used to do this, but I used to do this from the point of view of like, if I was to ever not be able to see, like, how strong are my other senses? And I know for sure that once you lose one sense, your other senses get stronger. I know that in general. Sometimes if you need to hear something, you close your eyes. I know, but it's a real thing. You close your eyes and it takes the focus and the energy that you're putting into seeing into the other senses, and now you can hear a little bit clearer because your focus shifts. So, yeah, and you're taking away something else where you could be.
Now do this slowly. I don't want anybody to get hurt. But by closing your eyes and changing up your routine, you're really testing your memory here, and you're making your memory work in ways that it's not used to working. And that's what neurobics is about. Making your brain work in ways that it's not used to working. Challenging your brain. That's a real fun neurobic exercise. Here's another neurobic exercise that you can do with your friends. Watch the television, but put it on mute. And then you and your friends invent conversations with the characters talking. You don't know what they're talking because it's on mute, but invent a conversation. That's a neurobic exercise. It's going to stimulate your brain. It's something that you don't hardly ever do, and that is why it is such a great brain exercise. Next, do things that get you out of your normal thinking patterns. For example, if you always read magazines about motorcycles or camping, pick up some magazines about something that you would never normally read about. That's going to stimulate your creativity and get your brain thinking in ways that it normally wouldn't work.
And this goes back, see, I want to make this clear. All of my content in the end will all fall under the same realm, right? Ultimately. So I want you to get that through your mind. I'm just going to be here to help navigate not only myself, but also you all through different ways of thinking. And these different ways of thinking all contribute to and all circles back to self-improvement. And with self-improvement, you are able to connect and extend to others to help others improve themselves as well, because we are all connected to one another. And I want us to be able to not only show up to be better for ourselves, but in return to be able to show up and be better for others as well, as I've stated and as I will continue to state. So my content is pretty much all around the same things. Health, so that's mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, creative, in a multitude of ways. So with that being said, I need you to know this. When you come over here, this is what you're going to be getting. I'm just, okay, all right.
You know what I really like to do? And I think we all know some news channels have a bias that lean politically one way or the other way. You know what I often like to do? I like to watch the channels that I know are going to lean the opposite direction than I normally think, because I want to stimulate my creativity and I want to start thinking in ways that I've never thought before. And that is a neurobic exercise. Whenever you're driving in your car, your brain gets on autopilot and you always just, I'm going to go down this way, I'm going to turn here, I'm going to go that way. And that's just getting into a habit, and your brain's almost half asleep whenever you're driving. I once drove through the entire city of Houston, and I didn't realize that I had driven through it until I had driven through it, and I had to turn around and go back because my brain was just on autopilot. When you're driving, take a new route home. This new route home will wake up your brain and engage your brain, and that's a neurobic exercise. Here's one that's really good. Write with your non-dominant hand. Just for a day or 2 days or a week, tell yourself that every time you write, you're going to write with your non-dominant hand. This is going to engage parts of your brain that are normally not engaged. It's also fun. It's fun to see also how your handwriting improves. I was somewhat of a clumsy kid in high school.
Indeed, and I'm going to show y'all this. It's going to be a little quick one too. If I can, once I get to it, not if I can, and once I get to it. I got quite a few different things that I wrote down. But see, this is the type of stuff that I do at times, like in different ways. That's why I guess I was called to be the person to do what I'm doing, because it's so many different ways to improve yourself and to just get out of your comfort zone. And just I like learning, I like evolving, I like growing, I like expanding, I like newness, right? And like being that I like newness, I have an option whether I'm going to play the chase game or I'm going to live in it. And I've played the chase game before, but I've learned to stop chasing and to live in it. So with living in it, you find different ways to just naturally improve. So something as simple as, I know I've been right-handed all my life, and I also understand how doing certain things with one side of yourself, like you have a dominant side, but if you don't ever work on the less dominant side, this side is not as strong as this side. I'm right-handed, right? So throughout time, I have done certain things to help strengthen the left side of my body, because I naturally lead and move and operate from this side. So how can I have some true balance within myself if I'm not building up the strength on both ends? Because then it's obvious, right, that there's an imbalance. So I think there's always different ways to work on yourself. And it can be something as simple as what he just said. And not only does it help you just become better at writing with your other hand, but it also helps stimulate that side of your body, and also helps to stimulate your mind in general. So most things is kind of all wrapped in one in life, right? So I'm just here to help people connect the dots, because it's how I live, based on connecting dots, right? If you watch my Good Day content, and I'm gonna keep talking about this, if you watch my Good Day content, I'm telling you, it'll all come full circle. It will. But I'm gonna show you this. Can you see? I think you can. It might be too bright. Hold on. Okay, so you can. Alright, so if you see this, you see that is me writing with my left hand. It's a little choppy, but it got better. And if you see right here, boom, you can tell it got a little bit better. Got a little bit better. But yeah, man, it's a lot of ways to work on yourself and to improve. You just gotta really want that, man. And me and my mom was just talking about this, but it's a lot of people who just, they don't really work on themselves at all. They don't really want to evolve, even in the smallest way possible. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes maybe it's because people don't see the value, don't understand the value, or understand how so many things in life are really connected. And I've always been the person who it take me back to Kamala Harris. When that lady said she like what's the pie charts? It's not the pie charts. I forgot what it's called. It's like when you got the two bubbles that interlock and you have now this one shared space. I'm so tickled. I forgot what it's called for the draw because I forgot what it's called. But yeah, when you got this and you got a topic, right? We just gonna put it. Okay, this right here, right? Oh my goodness, girl, boom. Whatever that's called, I forgot what it's called, but I've always been that person, right? Just naturally, not necessarily write it down and do it that way. But I've always liked to take this one thing, see how this side is different, that side is different, and what's the commonality. And I've used people, like I told my mom, I've used people to understand life so much because that's what we have, right? And experiences to really just help me understand life and to really truly be able to develop in so many different ways. It's amazing. It's amazing. We really can do so much better and be so much better. Shout out to my auntie. The other day she sent me a text message. It was like a meme. And it just stated about when you don't know what to pursue, just pursue life. And she was like, this reminded me of you. Because that's what I do. I just pursue life. I pursue life in pursuing life and living and just evolving on yourself. I have come to really get to know myself and really fully understand what it is I'm doing here, right? And just also to help other people figure that out because some of y'all are out here to help us all just like really change this whole thing. But I've been put here as well as others to help you see your light so that you can get to that point, right? I was almost about to compare myself to something, but I'm not going to do that just because of, we're not doing that. But anyway, that's my tidbit, and I should be quiet for the remainder of this video.
High school, and I broke my arm twice in 3 years, my right arm. So I was having to write with my non-dominant hand often in high school, and my handwriting actually got pretty neat. Maybe that's why I became the USA Memory Champion 20 years later. All right, another neurobic exercise is have somebody get a bunch of spices, 10 or 15 spices, close your eyes, take the lids off, and smell each one, and see if you can recognize the spices simply by smell. This is going to engage your sense of smell in a new way, and again, new ways of engaging our brain are what neurobic exercises are all about. And involving your senses, touch by touching a coin, smell by smelling spices. Involve all your senses in these neurobic exercises. All right, guys, if you want to get this book, it's on Amazon. It's called Keep Your Brain Alive. Just click the link below and get this book. You're going to love it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video.
Alright, so this was Mr. Ron White, memory expert. When I say I believe this to be a real thing that we can use, even just in general, like he spoke about for your creativity, like it can be used beyond just for memory. I feel that we can really learn just so much and improve so much, again, by doing little things and in ways that we just have not thought about. But that's why I feel like you should always be open and willing to seek information, seek newness, seek ways to improve, right? And you can start with a simple search on Google, YouTube, or whatever, of like ways to improve in life, right? You don't have to have a specific thing already in mind. If you just feel like, man, I've been living this life, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm doing some new things, but it's kind of like new things in that same realm of things that I already do. So are they really new in terms of something that's completely different from what I normally do? I think it's good sometimes to get outside of your comfort zone and just explore new things. And in return, it can show you new ways that you can go about doing things that you do naturally do, or that you have a purpose for doing. So yeah, just use your brain more often, and get out your comfort zone, and improve your brain health and also your memory, right? Crazy, weird ways to just help you get your brain stronger, 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 stronger brain. I think this is about to be my thumbnail. That might be the one. Matter of fact, it is about to be. Alright, y'all, have a good day. I'm needing to take that picture. God, dog, I gotta do all my settings. Scared it right. I don't know. Alright, y'all have a good day. Another sensible reaction. Y'all about to see me again. See ya.